getting ready for our black bear hunt on the Choctaw, and I've just got the 10-point crossbow. Hunting seasons are right around the corner in some areas, particularly like the low country of South Carolina. Whitetail deer seasons have either started or are about to start.
And folks, we're going to have some really good Hush Patties.
Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life.
Years ago, I did a lot of things with Thompson Center Arms. This is one of my 30-30 pistols. This happened to be a G2 contender. Now, Mr. Edgar earlier was shooting the original contenders. This few little differences internally, but the main thing is that in the past, with the old contenders, every time you cock the hammer and let it back down, to cock it again, you had to open the action. With this one, you don't have to do it. A few other little minor things, changes there, made the action a little bit stronger when they called it the G2. And it happened to be a 30-30 with an old Simmons scope. And David's going to very kindly sight it in, but he's using a laser, what do you call those things?
Bore sighter?
Laser bore sighter, yes. He's using a laser bore sighter, which really will help a whole lot. And we've got it pointed at a tree over here and a little green dot out there that you can kind of move your crosshairs accordingly to where that dot is. That'll get you on paper, and then we'll work from there.
That's a pretty scope.
It's one of the old Simmons scopes that first came out years ago, and you need to go down.
Yep.
First thing to do is be sure that you can see what you're doing. Okay, so that is the opposite of up.
Yeah.
Okay, you make any changes? Is it moving any?
No.
Oh, don't tell me that.
So Jeff, the most important thing Larry was talking about, the laser rangefinder and how we've got it set up over there, and we were about an inch high and about an inch to the left. And that's a really good thing, as Larry was talking about getting us on paper. But the most important thing you need to remember is when you get through is to be sure and take your laser rangefinder out of the barrel.
Amen.
Yes, indeed.
Don't do like others do sometimes.
Yes.
Fire in the hole.
Okay. You see it?
No. But I've got to crank down just a hair a little bit.
It's right beside mine,
Right beside yours.
just a little bit above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for that 223.
Yeah, that's going to be easy to determine the difference between those two. So.
Whichever target you want to shoot at, Dad. But yeah, have your glove on that hand, because this thing comes back and gets me. And if I was you, I'd go ahead and cock it, because as soon as you get it all ready and then you cock it, you lose it.
Well, cock it.
All right, just don't put your finger on it until you're ready to roll. Okay.
Woo! I shot at the left bullseye.
I think you hit right beside the 223 bullseye. I'm gonna drive down there and look. Open it up and let it cool off.
We're getting ready for our black bear hunt on the Choctaw, and I've just got the 10-point crossbow, and I brought Mr. Crossbow on to show me how to do it. I think Dave and Mr. Edgar are both. This is kind of our first experiences when you get right down to it of seriously hunting with a crossbow. So I've got David trying to sight mine in, and we'll go from there. We'll see where it happens later. But this is kind of the start of our bear hunt on the Choctaw, which will take place, about a little over a couple of months from now. We're shooting a field point on this to start with. And it's a Pro Elite, what does that say, 400? 400?
With a 100 grain.
And once we get serious, I'll end up putting a several broadhead on it. A mechanical broadhead, that is.
Okay.
We get ready to go try to kill that bear.
Nope. 2 right and 2 down. You think you tightened it good enough? Yes, you did.
I think he did.
Okay.
I haven't seen any other movement in there.
I don't want to move it. I want to see if it shoots the same way. Yeah.
But so far, every shot that we fired at it at 20 yards would have been right in the center of the bear's heart, taking the heart out.
I got a bunch of camp.
You got a bunch of camp?
Yeah.
Better.
So that was almost camp.
Right underneath the bullseye.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let me get it halfway decent there.
Watch him.
Yeah.
Watch him fingers. I started putting mine down here on the pole.
I think it's a pretty good idea to start with.
Yes.
And it's the second.
Yeah, it's on the 32nd dot down. Hang on just a second. It's 2 inches low. That's what it is.
I didn't like
Bullseye high, about that far to the left.
it. I didn't like it.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Stealth Vision, high-tech precision-driven equipment tailored for the modern hunter.
Hunting seasons are right around the corner. In some areas, particularly like the low country of South Carolina, whitetail deer seasons have either started or are about to start. My first real hunt's coming up here very shortly in Maine with Randy Flannery. Looking for a black bear. I'm going to be using one of the Raging Hunters by Taurus in a 454 Casull with either 240 grain or 300 grain. XTP Hornady. Now it shoots very accurately and very deadly. It should work extremely well on bear. When it comes to rifles this year, pretty much I'm going to be using a Mossberg Patriot carbine. It's a 20-inch barrel. It's going to be topped with a, probably, I'm not sure which Stealth Vision scope yet, but probably, say, a 3 to 18 by 44 or a 5 to 20 by 50. Fabulous scope. Now, the ammunition that I'm going to be using, for the most part, no question it's going to be Hornady, but there are 2 different types of Hornady ammo. And if you look right there, the top one is a Hornady Precision Hunter 175 grain ELDX. The outfitter down below is a 160 grain CX bullet. Now the CX bullet is essentially the old GMX bullet, a solid copper alloy. And the other one, the course, both are really, really accurate. I think for the most part with the white-tailed deer and some of the other species I may be hunting this year, I'm going to be using that 175 grain ELDX. And that particular rifle, it shoots absolutely fantastically. And I know what that bullet does when it hits the animal. It puts it down very quickly, very humanely. And I can't wait to get out away from the range. I've been shooting a fair amount. It ranges out to about 500 yards, but I am ready, got the ammunition, got the rifle. Hopefully in the next several weeks we'll be able to show you some clips or maybe even full hunts here on A Sportsman's Life. Time to get ready, folks. Are you ready?
Before the upcoming hunting season, it is critically important to sight in your weapon. Sighting in, also known as zeroing, ensures that your firearm or bow is shooting accurately and consistently at a known distance. This process involves adjusting the sights, scope, or other aiming device to align the point of aim with the point of impact. A weapon that isn't properly sighted in can lead to missed shots, wounded game, and an overall frustrating hunting experience. Taking the time to sight in your weapon at the range not only increases your chances of a clean, ethical harvest, but also builds confidence in your equipment and your abilities as a responsible hunter.
Right there.
That's beautiful.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Mossberg, American built, American strong. The YO Steakhouse, Catch and Release Apparel, Pyramid Air, your one-stop shop for everything air guns.
Good morning, sports fans. This is your fishing tip on A Sportsman's Life. Okay, today I picked out my 4 favorite topwater baits. Let's get it done. This is the Creek Chub Knucklehead. Deadly. We're fishing for freshwater stripers on Lake Texoma. Big fish, big baits. What can you say about the Zara Spook? The saltwater Magnum version speaks for itself. Newer on the scene is the Berkeley Chapo. The competition is called the Whopper Plopper. Crazy action. You don't have to work it hard, just reel it. Easy on fishermen. Fish is deadly. And of course, my favorite all-time topwater plug is the Cotton Cordell Pencil Popper. How do you like that bone color? That's my favorite. Deadly, my go-to bait. A couple years ago they came out with a little brother, the 4-inch pencil popper. But those are my 4 favorite baits for topwater stripers in Lake Texoma. This is Bill Carey, Striper Express, with your fishing tip on A Sportsman's Life. Go catch a fish.
If you're looking for the best way to bring game to the table, check out Vineyard Max Deer Products at vineyardmax.net or find them on Instagram and Facebook. Well, folks, it's Luke Clayton. I usually cook outside, but I got rained out. I'm in my little cabin here now. Here's some hush puppies. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how to make the best hush puppies, or maybe we won't call them hush puppies. We'll call them hush patties, if you will. What you're going to need is a bowl like this, a bowl. You're going to need you some Bob's Red Mill Masa Harina. Now, you can get this through Amazon. It is the best for making hush puppies, tamales, anything like that, but it gives hush puppies an awesome flavor. Put you some masa harina in a bowl, dry of course. Season it with some chopped onion. You can use any type of, the green onions or the regular, yellow or white onions. This is some yellow onion chopped up in here. Quite a bit of onion, some garlic powder, black pepper, and a little salt. Now boil some water. And just put you enough water in here to make a thick paste. It's very, very simple. Basically, after that's thick and you can mold it into, make little hush puppy round balls and then flatten them out. I found that it's a lot more flavorful. This is the raw dough, if you will. We're going to expose this to some hot cooking oil. And folks, we're going to have some really, really good
Hush Patties, let's call them. So let's put them in some grease. So into some hot cooking oil goes our Hush, I think we'll call them Hush Patties. Now these will cook until brown. You don't want to burn them. Basically, I'll turn them one time. These are so good with a fish fry, I'll tell you. We'll take a look at them here in about 2 minutes when they're golden brown. Okay, my friends, here is our finished product. The key on this is not getting your cooking oil too hot. But this will put most of the what we call hush puppies that are a little doughy in the middle, you know, it'll put them to shame. Let me see if I can cut into this a little bit and give you an idea. Yeah, let's take a look. That thing is just soft and tasty on the inside, cooked through and through. The main thing you want to do when you're making these hush patties, we'll call them, is make real sure that you don't get your grease too hot. Cook them. It's probably going to take about 3 minutes for these little thin patties like this to cook. I'm going to actually get the fish fillets in the skillet right now. Folks, this segment was brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Smoke Intex Electric Smokers, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, YO Ranch Headquarters, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro. Tune in next week for some more real-world outdoor adventures right here on A Sportsman's Life.